Oh, okay.
Yo, it's your boy Troubles in the building.
What's up, y'all? We got Maiya, the designing agent here.
And I got Momdukes.
What up, kinfolk?
Welcome to another episode of Unpredictable Thoughts Podcast. We really not sipping too much because we was at the Dragon. Can't lie.
I had Henny.
Yeah, $5 Henny shots every Wednesday.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, $5 Hennessy shots every Wednesday. I really don't go that much.
What's
That
up?
too much.
Yeah.
All the fighting between the bartenders.
Lord, we got the tea, y'all. We got some of the tea.
And the scammers.
the scammers and the fighters. So, you know, here's a little tea for all my people in Baltimore, right? So, I seen the video go out between all the bartenders.
That joint was crazy.
It was wild. It was
That
wild.
was recent?
Yeah. I got the video.
This month, yeah.
I got the
Yeah,
video.
Maiya sent me it. I was like, I ain't been to the Dragon in like 4 months. Like, honestly, I haven't been to the Dragon in 4 months. And then once she said something like, yeah, the bartenders was fighting, I was like, oh. So I asked one of the bartenders I know. I was like, yo, why was y'all fighting? She's like, well, I wasn't fighting.
You was in there. I saw you.
I did see her in there, but,
Like,
you know.
this not you?
Right.
Exactly. But she said one of the new bartenders wound up setting the fight up.
Yeah.
So she wound up getting an argument the prior week. And then the week of the fight, she brought all her family there, and they provoked the fight to happen.
Yeah, so it was like a setup. It was
Yeah, it's
staged.
a
I don't know
setup.
if it was amongst like a patron or it was another girl like who was working there, so probably like her coworker or something. But she pretty much had it all set up, and then her family came and rolled up in there, and the family got behind the bar and was fighting.
Pouring shots. And busting shots.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for real. I know if it was a fight at the bar and like one of my homeboys there, they would have jumped over the bar and like cop.
What y'all want?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But shout out to them. We kindly drinking 1800, but you know.
I'm slowing down.
Yeah.
So you solo today.
I just really poured the cup for decoration.
Okay.
So I'm really not drinking. I know we discussed in the podcast last 2 to 3 weeks. You know, we slowing down drinking, and that's something I'm really living by.
But
at this moment.
it's Virgo season.
It is Virgo season in the building. I celebrated my birthday.
How
24.
was it?
It was decent. I did the little boat ride. A lot of white people.
Taurus?
I don't know. You can call them that. I don't know. Yeah, it was very different.
It's very
Like, was
different.
it laid back?
It was very different.
Okay,
They
we gonna go with that.
played the rap music that's very multicultural. If that makes sense.
Okay, so
So, like, Flow Rider?
oh Lord,
Okay, he was part of the playlist. Now I think about it.
because he
That's the
came.
go-to.
Yeah, because he came out, you know, once you went over the black crowd, you kind of, you know, make your way into other ethnicities. And then that way you're loved by everybody.
Yeah. So I did like it because you could get a bottle of champagne for $25. I know it's a little expensive, but
That's good.
yeah, a little bubbly, but that's the only thing I really appreciated. You know, I was kind of outnumbered.
That was kind of
But other than that, I mean, it's something different. I would rather maybe do other boat rides to see what other companies have to offer and, you know, have a larger community of my people around.
understood.
Maybe at night.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably would go at night.
That would be lit.
It's a little different at night. You got to drive back home. And,
Yeah, a little tired, a little drunk.
yeah.
I get you.
So I understand why white people kind of drink during the day, you know.
Yeah, you still
Don't
get
get
to go
put
home.
over
Yeah,
as
because
much.
then they know y'all come out at night. Like, come on, before Jamal and his friends come.
Yeah. But nah, I mean, I enjoyed that, you know, thus far, you know, I understand that, you know, a lot of people couldn't make it, but at the same time, I sent that thing out mad late.
You did.
I did. I sent it out mad late. I wasn't really, like, my 30th, like, that's something to go all in.
That's going to be. Yeah.
That's
Like,
gonna be lit.
like 28, I think for me, it's all even numbers
Yeah.
for me. So, like, my 24th was big. Like, I went to a garden that had my birth date
Wow.
in Italy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember I showed you that,
Yeah.
Ma? Like, yeah, they changed the date every day
Yeah.
in that
That's
garden.
different.
So like, I went to that garden, had a picture there.
Oh.
25. I can't remember what I did.
Mm.
26. I can't remember what I did even. It's an even number. But 28th, I was in Cuba. Yeah.
That's lit.
So it's the even numbers for me. 30th, I'm gonna be out the country.
There.
Yeah, I invite people. I will make sure I invite people, but I will be out the country though. Yeah. So Virgo season on and popping.
On and popping.
We the best.
I'm
sign
in
of
what,
all.
2 weeks?
2
Oh,
weeks.
2 weeks?
When your birthday?
The 16th.
That's Taylor's birthday.
Aw,
Yeah.
your sister.
Yeah. Same video as Taylor. What you gonna do?
I am going to Canada.
Hey,
That's
turn
nice.
up.
Yeah. My first time out the country, I guess you can say.
Yeah, you gotta have your passport.
I got it. I did the expedited shipping. It came mad fast. So I'm set to
But
go.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
It came super fast. I paid an extra, I don't know, $50.
Oh, wow.
It came mad early.
I'm
No.
surprised I ain't stop it. You got Cuban in you, so
Like she already over here.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got my papers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank
hey,
you.
turn up.
Thank you very much. So yeah, shout out to the Virgos. We're gonna do it real big this season for y'all.
What part of Cuba? I mean, I said
You were in Cuba.
I know.
I was in Havana, Cuba. What part of
I don't
Canada?
know.
My bad.
Oh, well, I'm going to Toronto.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go see Drake.
Toronto is nice.
I heard it's like really live. It'll be good
And
for like a younger crowd.
Oh, because that's on the other side of Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will
Oh.
say Toronto is a quieter Manhattan. That's
Okay.
the vibe I got from it. So if you go to where what is it? I guess like the downtown area.
Yeah, that's where we're staying.
Like with a Hard Rock Cafe, because it's like a square
Okay.
or whatnot. And it replicates Manhattan a lot, but it's just much more quiet. There's not a lot of people there,
Okay.
and it's just quieter, and it's just more relaxing. Now I say, if you are a drinker,
Yeah.
you will not get drunk like that
I heard their
Canada.
pours are different.
because we do 3%, they do 2% on the dot.
Mm.
They probably do like 1.9.
Well, I'm bringing bottles.
I mean, you could buy bottles while you're out
Yeah,
there,
bring 'em
but
on.
when I say I like Canada's how they view liquor laws is because as soon as you get to the bar, they don't offer you a drink. They offer you water right then and there. They serve you water. They don't offer it. They serve you it like right then and there. And like when they are pouring shots, goddamn. When they all pouring shots or whatnot, it's all measured.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the little sensor thing and all that stuff.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's, I guess, helpful. Who really cares? I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
It's my birthday. But no, I will have some bottles one day.
Hey, turn up.
Turn up.
Yeah. Just get a bottle and you get drunk. I ain't realized that to the third day. I'm like, why can't I get drunk? Bartender's like, yeah, you're American, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we only do two ounces, not 3. And I'm like, okay. But you are paying Canadian dollars as well, so
I know.
everything's a little cheaper.
I thought it was more. Their dollar's worth more.
Now?
I'm into foreign currency exchange, so theirs is like a little bit higher than ours at the current moment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been in that in a minute.
See?
Yeah.
Get around. You learn some things.
I'm dealing with royalties with music. That's what so I'm dealing with right now.
Okay.
Buying some royalties with a couple artists.
That's
and
good.
Producers. Yeah.
That's real good. Stay
So
in
how
there.
do you do that?
We'll talk offline.
So how has I see you in school. You in the whole school thing, and you working. So how's that going? How's everything going?
School in the military versus school in the civilian community is kind of different.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like school in the military, I could get away with it. I feel as though I could get away with it more because I'm like, leave me alone. I'm doing schoolwork, and they just let me be.
Oh, yeah, you got to juggle out here.
You
Yeah.
got juggle out here.
Time management.
Yeah, so it's like, they haven't, like my current job, they know I'm in school, but I
Right.
haven't like pushed that boundary or line yet to be like,
I don't care.
let me go on your computer and log into my, because I'm
Let
still
you
on
not be able to the next day.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because I'm still on probationary period. So,
So you can't step on nobody's toes.
No.
yeah, but I'm like,
They make it so, oh, you're such in a box. Like, oh, go to school, get your education. Oh, get a job so you can support yourself. Oh, but you can't do this. You can't do this. Like, you want me to do all these things, but you're not allowing me to do it.
yeah, no. So it's just, going for my bachelor's, I got, like 87 credits out of 120.
Okay,
So I
sweet.
should be able to graduate within like the next year
Okay.
time frame. So
Alright.
I'm trying to juggle it. I just realized that I can't cheat as much.
What do you mean? Please tell me what do you mean
The
by that.
answers aren't really on the internet. It's not really a sharing type of environment.
That's why you got to use LinkedIn.
Mm.
Use LinkedIn. A lot of people ask questions. So then you can, like, so if it's pertaining to, like, whatever your topic is, or, like, follow someone who is, I guess, like, the expert in that field. And, like, see what they're writing. See what their case study, if they have case studies. See if they have groups. Because then if you can get into a group and someone is asking a question, okay, like they may put a different perspective on the question that their answer may put a different perspective from what you were thinking it was.
Yeah, or
So
some
you-
shit I don't even know about. I just need the
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just join and network.
Yeah.
Quizlet is
Quizlet.
my best friend, and of course YouTube. I YouTube everything.
I never thought about YouTube and
YouTube is the
Yeah.
second highest search engine next to Google.
Yep.
I never even for my associates, I never thought about using YouTube.
Yeah,
But,
YouTube and Quizlet. That's helped me pass my real estate exam.
hey, turn up.
Turn up.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm I'm doing 2 classes at a time. So
Pace yourself. That's good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cause like you ain't about to stress me out, especially trying to be I don't even call myself an entrepreneur. What I call this podcaster.
You're a mogul.
I like that word. Yeah.
Step into it.
Yeah.
I like that
Don't
word.
wait till you get there. You gotta have a mindset to go even further.
Yeah, I mean, because we was talking about entrepreneur last time, and I just feel as though this generation kind of loosely
Yeah, they
says,
Yeah, if they bake cookies, I'm an entrepreneur. No,
Yeah.
you're not. Like, you're selling cookies that you made. Like, and I get it, but I think that, like, a lot of times people, or like, and I don't want to say this generation because, like, sometimes, like, even people in my generation get caught up in, you know, like, okay, well.
"Hey, let me put a little Kool-Aid, let me put a little fruit punch and some Henny."
right.
And then
Sell
sell
it.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, thank you, but like this really isn't like a business. Like
Yeah.
you could do it like as like party favors or whatever. I mean, and some people, and I'll say especially like bartenders, like that could supplement like their income from like working in a bar.
Yeah.
But like some people are like, okay, well, like, yeah, she got a business selling like alcohol is not a business. Like that's you brought this from a liquor store and you came up with a recipe.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but that's not really a business.
Yeah. And I was looking at something like a couple of days ago. It was like, it's like, with entrepreneurs, it's like, damn, are you good? Oh, we capturing all this. But no, with entrepreneurs, it's one of those things to where it's everybody want to call themselves an entrepreneur because they don't want to work 40 hours a week. But if you kind of capture your true entrepreneurship, it's like imagine working 70 hours
or 100 hours a week.
100 hours a week and still don't get no profit.
Yeah, because sometimes, so like the lady that I get the pudding from, love her to death. I'll always support her. But like when she came up to my job to drop off my orders, and she was saying that June had been her slowest month. And I was like, oh, really? And she was like, yeah. So like, she has this product that everybody likes, but it's gonna ebb and flow. Yeah. And then like even
you gotta deal with that. You gotta take those numbers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing I don't like about using the entrepreneurship so loosely, because it's like, yo, you had to really take that gamble. It's like, yes, everyone isn't comfortable of making that sacrifice. Like everyone. What I mean by that is like, okay, it's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, working 40 hours a week, X, Y, Z.
Yeah, because but somebody's gonna be working for you 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Like, so my thing is, like, everything is not for everybody.
Exactly.
So you just have to, like, if this is what you're on and this is your mindset, like. So the girl that does the pudding, she does pop-up shops like
everywhere. She be on it.
Right. But
love pudding. I got a podcast with her. Well, we got a podcast with her.
I forgot what. Oh, her ultimate goal is to have a brick and mortar store. So, and I was like, yeah, because you're tearing up your vehicle, like you over on the west side for a couple hours, then you're over east for a couple hours, then you're also doing like drop-offs.
Yeah.
So like the day that I was getting the floor done, I was like, oh well, she got like free delivery, and I was like, so let me just go ahead and order, like my puddings. I get them stacked up and go on throughout my day. But I think that some people feel that okay, if they have a product that, okay, all my friends are going to buy it. And that's not true.
Oh, hell no.
Like, you're not going to, like, pay your mortgage off of me.
Yeah.
That's the reality. Sometimes you're going to have, like, slow periods, and sometimes you're going to have, like, booming periods.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't think that some people really understand what that is. Like, they get into their feelings with it, like, oh, y'all don't support? Okay, I don't have $25 to buy pudding. So, like, what you going to do?
I got a goddamn cavity right now. Like,
yeah, like, I need to be at the gym. So, like, are you mad?
Yeah.
So, it's like, when I'm on Instagram and I see, like a lot of people that are successful, or they have like quote unquote made it, like people are like, oh my God, your goals. And I'm like, like she could have just woke up from like just basically getting, 2 hours of sleep because she's been up all day or all night trying to figure out, like how she's going to do whatever. Like it's not, excuse me, it's not always a cheat code to being successful.
Oh no.
So if you, like I said, it's not for everybody. And I don't think that like some people really get that. They're like, oh, you're doing it, like I'm so proud of you, but did you buy like a pack of her hair?
Yeah, and that's why I say, like we look at entrepreneurship so loosely because it's like, yo,
people have a skill set, but they don't have a business mindset.
Right. I see that a lot.
Yeah.
You can have the skill set all day long, but do you know how to balance your books at the end of the day? Do you know how to count up on your fiscal years?
Yes.
Do you know profit margin?
Oh.
Do you know how to know what your slower months are, so therefore you have the income to supply your bills and stuff? Like people don't understand that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they just looking at, okay, well,
I can make money off this.
yeah, and it's like,
it's deeper than that. Like,
yeah,
yo, if you don't got Excel sheets, Google charts, Airtables, like,
Something.
yo, you're
Yeah,
not making no bread. And like,
Product costs, like, yo,
yeah,
a lot of stuff comes into
and they
consideration.
have the calculators online.
Yeah.
Like cause this girl, she does the popcorn. She has a skill set.
them popcorns be hitting. The ones that you give me the samples from.
Yeah, she
Them
has
popcorn, the Malibu, goddamn Coke and Henny popcorn, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, like she has a skill set, and she does like a lot of baby showers and like wedding or receptions. But because you know how to do popcorn, do you know like what you should be charging?
Yeah.
So it's like
You probably goddamn making like $1.50 off each bag for real. If
Yeah.
that.
How much do that cost you, though?
Yeah.
Unless
I'm
you
saying
buy it
only
in bulk.
making $1.50 off your profit. You ain't making nothing.
That's nothing.
right.
Yeah.
So it's like
You
okay,
should be
so
making double, at least half.
And
You should be
even
making
liquor?
half.
Liquor's expensive.
Yeah.
right. So it's sometimes like remember that podcast I told you to listen to, like leadership. TD Jakes.
Yeah, with
Right.
Charlemagne. Yeah.
So it's
His daughter coming out here in October.
Yes.
I got my ticket.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Go to the church.
My church.
Yeah.
I go to Nissan Miss.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna have to look again because I know two of my friends that
Link
are
up.
going.
Yeah.
But I found like a food or a plate calculator. So
Yeah.
how much does your menu items take, or like the cost of it, and then it'll give you the price. Like you should be charging this much for
Got it.
whatever. So I was telling her, I was like, don't sell yourself short when it comes to like giving what your price. Your price is your price. Like
Yeah.
either people can afford it or they can't. So
Yeah.
at this point, like nobody goes into the Louis Vuitton store and be like, yeah, I like that, but like, can I get a discount? No, you gonna pay the $800 for the smallest bag.
Yeah.
Or you gonna pay $275 for, like a wristlet, or $400. Like nobody, they command what their price is, and either you take it or leave it.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of times, like from what I've seen trying to support, they want like the full price of like everything that they brought off of one plate.
Yeah. See, I guess with like clothing and then like food items is different because it's like I spent many nights watching YouTube videos. I got my numbers down to the T now. Like I got numbers down to the T. I even got like different companies I could get from as far as distribution. So it's just like it's kind of weird for me now because it's like, doing the whole unpredictable thoughts, and, to keep that same energy, and I'm good love and the natural hats is just like I've seen interviews where it's like especially within the Black community, it's like, people would just put like, just get a Gildan shirt or a Hanes t-shirt and just put like I'm good love or keep that same
It's
energy
above me.
and
Like,
then it's
like-
above me and sell it. But I'm like, damn, do I fall in that category? But like I feel as though I do, but at the same time my stuff is good quality. Like it's generally good quality. It won't fade. The stitching is good. The print is good. But I'm like, if I do Black owned, I'm kind of following the same realm as everyone
And
else.
you're boxing yourself in. Don't box
Yeah.
yourself in.
Because the thing is
I thought
that
crew necks was tight. Because that's something I love, genuinely. I
I'm gonna
love
get
crew
mine.
necks.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's cold now.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like you gotta, and I don't want to say you have to be careful, but it's a thin line when you say that, like, oh, Black owned. Like Black people don't own Verizon or T-Mobile, but you're still utilizing, their services.
Yeah.
They don't own Facebook or IG, but you're like, you created a hashtag to say support us, but you're on this platform that supports everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, like, I mean, and I get it, like, I do try to support my own, but then, like, even the numbers that I sent you last week when I was in a training, we feel that, like, our dollar, is like so much greater than everyone else's, but, like, our dollar
ain't worth shit.
Right, it doesn't even stay, like, in the community long enough. We went here and boycotted Gucci, or we had the hashtag that, don't
no
buy
more H&M.
Yeah.
I still get my V-necks from H&M. Black V-necks. I don't care.
But the thing is, like T.I., he was like, I spend this much money on, y'all should be, better than that. So before you saw the sweater, you still wasn't supporting your own. You don't even wear your own clothes.
Cool.
So my thing is, like, you can't get mad at a company and say, okay, well, we, like, y'all should know better. We are, like, we should be supporting our own. When the last time you even put out, like, new clothes on your line?
Yeah.
Like, I never see him post anything about, like, his clothing line. And if you had that much money that you spent, like, what people make in a year on Gucci, but you never shout out any, like, black owned designers, or, like, you never said, like, okay, well,
Dapper Dan.
Yeah. But see, like, the flip side to that is, when I was in college, and I remember this in marketing, we had to learn about all the different cultures, so you don't offend. So, like, if you were going to be a business owner or do international business, like, you had to know, like, which color represents what in this culture.
That's deep.
So my take on that was, like, why don't we get that in return? Like, so you really thought that this was okay, but then when we went to Cuba and I saw, like, those same figurines, I'm like, okay, like, why y'all not upset?
Yeah.
They teach, I guess, people different
Yeah,
things.
so
different
it's,
cultures.
like, for...
Well, first of all, we don't even got a culture here. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's the African-American community, we making it up as we go.
Yeah. But, like, everywhere else in the world, like, that little figurine or that, like, picture is prevalent.
True essence, ambiance, like, that's deep rooted.
Yeah, so no matter which stop you got off, you drop some black people off, and that's how they saw us across the world.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in Cuba and I'm looking at this lady who looks just like me, but she doesn't speak English, and she's, like, selling these little trinkets, I'm like, you not upset?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like, are we overreacting with this? Because this generation doesn't know how it feels to be, like, chased through the woods because of your skin color, or, like, someone, like, squirting a water hose at you because they feel that you're less inferior. It's more of, okay, like, growing up, like, in the 80s, like, when we got the house.
Shout out to Rayful Admin.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, you clothed me and put shoes on my feet because of your generosity. Shout
Biggest
out to,
crack dealer in DC.
Iverson Mall
You
and
know that.
Forestville. Yeah, he was a. You'll have to look that up. But
Yeah.
the thing is that like, is it that you want to? So it's a difference between like, oh, I have equal rights versus I want you to treat me like you got some goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Cause it's not like I don't want people to like feel like, oh, well, you can't say this. Cause if that's how you feel, I would rather for me to know like.
Yeah. So I like overt racism versus covert racism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Explain that.
So overt is like, yo, it's up in my face. You telling me what's good versus covert. It's like, okay, you shaking my hand. Okay, we could agree. But then behind my back, it's like, I don't really like that nigga. I don't like him. He's black. Yeah, because your irrational ideologies or whatnot. So
yeah, like I don't have to.
You let me know what's good. I can act accordingly.
Right, because but the thing
Even in the workplace.
is some people feel that, you know, like, oh, it's 2019, you know, they shouldn't be acting that way. You can't tell people how to feel.
Yeah.
If they don't agree with what you or if they don't agree with you, you can't say, okay, well, you should feel this way, or like, why are we still going through this? We're going through it because we're not learning something.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that we're not learning. We weren't the only ones that were over here that was mistreated.
Oh no, you got the Irish.
Yeah, Irish. You had Italians.
Yeah.
You had Asians that where they went and like it was sort of like, okay, well, if you come and help work on the railroad, you know, for X amount of years, you'll get paid. You can stay.
Yeah, but that's when they drugged them up with the opium.
Yeah, but that was over there. Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was in their country.
Yeah, because opium doesn't grow here.
Okay, got it.
So, or it wasn't native to here. So that's like when soldiers were in Vietnam, they were coming back addicted to drugs because you could get opium like freely. It grows in the poppy fields.
Yeah.
They know how to cook it up or fix it up to where, you know, they would give it to
crack dealers out there.
Right, to the soldiers.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas, when he was bringing drugs from overseas back home, like in the coffins.
He had that connect.
Yeah.
Of the military. Yeah.
So it's my thing is like I don't want people to tell me how I should feel, and I don't think that we should tell other people how they should feel. If you could be 100%, yeah, treat me like with respect. I mean, you're not gonna like everybody,
exactly,
and everybody's not gonna like you. But I think some of the blatant racism that we've seen, it's like, where did you get this energy? Because I'm not my grandmother. Like, I'm not going to step down off the sidewalk or look away or whatever. If I feel disrespected, then we're going to address that.
So you think it's a mental illness?
I don't think it's a mental illness. I mean, but the problem that I have is that
to feel fear of something you don't even know about.
So why the hell did you go to another country and grab groups of people and then you bring us here and then the stereotype that you put out is that we're lazy. You went to a whole nother country to get groups of people to do the work.
Well, in a sense, yes, they went to another country to grab people, but also we got to put it within our own community. Some of those people were pushed off. Within.
What you mean, like?
So, okay, the African tribe, they was like, yo, yeah, y'all could go. We don't need them. It was the exchange between. Yeah. So it's exchange between the black man and the white man. Like, yeah, you could take them. Yeah, make it.
But see, that's another.
Depending on the research you do with certain tribes, it may have been on some like they probably were conned. In a sense, like
I think it was so So when I got the ancestry thing back.
Hey, we from the Congo.
So when I got the ancestry information back, and then like I researched, like it gives you the information for like, you know, the different countries and whatever, whatever. So Arabs to this day, you know, are enslaving Africans.
What?
Yeah. They were doing it then. So it's like, okay, you're our fellow countrymen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we live on the same continent in Africa. Y'all at the top, we got the middle and the bottom. And I think it was like that some of them were like captured, like, oh, this is I guess like a neighboring tribe, and you know, like they got slaves, and then okay, so we got them, and then now you have the Spanish or the Spaniards, you know, like, oh, well, we'll give you these glass beads if you get us, you know, more people.
Mm-hmm.
Then Britain starts hearing, you know, like, oh, okay, well, you can go here and just pick up a group of black people like they at BJ's or Costco.
Yeah.
Sail back across the ocean to the different, you know, like through the different countries. Because, like, for us, we're the last stop. We were the last stop. So you had slaves going into, like, India, Asia. You had, like, the different islands, South America. So it's like when...
So Maiya come in the building, Cuba.
So when I see, like, some of the posts say, you know, like, we were the original people. Yeah, I feel that we were, but I still feel that, like, those people in those other countries, like Australia and, like, India and all those, they still have, like, a tie to Africa because you were taking them, and depending on, like, whoever was buying, that's who you were dropping them off. So, like, the Caribbean, they have, like, a huge sugar cane. I guess that was, like, one of their cash crops. So, you know, they needed them to work the fields. The average lifespan of a slave working with sugarcane was only 2 to 3 years. Because it's back-breaking work.
Yeah.
So it's...
Sugar... I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the Bahamas?
No.
Oh. Let's get in that.
All right.
So... Hey! Turn up. So speaking of sugarcane, Bahamas back-breaking. They had their whole
world has been shifted.
No more Norwegian cruises, Carnival, Royal Caribbean for a while.
Yeah. They said it's been... sitting in the Bahamas for 48 hours. Well, I mean, it's progressed. Just hovering over it.
Like the eye of the storm. Like, so did you see the pictures that I sent you? Like the video and on IG?
You sent me pictures?
Yeah.
So safe to say Chris didn't see the pictures.
Yeah, I tagged you in some of the pictures because you see people standing on the second floor of their house and the couches and stuff is floating.
I seen one video on Twitter. He was just like, I guess he has like a second story, like 2-floor house or whatnot.
Yeah.
But the water rose so much, like he's floating.
Oh no.
Like on like consider what's the upstairs, and his couch is floating. He just like, hey, what's up, man?
No.
I'm like, what
okay.
It was kind of funny at first, and I was like, oh no, shouldn't be laughing at that. But he had a joyous face about it, so I was like, okay,
well,
he's in a good mood.
Shout out to him for having high spirits.
But I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like Hurricane Dorian.
But yeah, it's going up
like,
the coast.
Like a light skinned man, that light skinned nigga that's like in his emotions.
Wow! Oh my goodness. That's a lie. That's the second story.
Okay, yeah. That's the video I saw.
So far it says that it has claimed about 20 lives, and they are, possibly still counting. But as of right now, it's like it's working its way up the coast. And I think it's gonna hit some heavy rains in like Charleston, South Carolina, and like continue to make its way up.
Yeah. So I know for Southern Maryland, and this is a hospital. Like in Southern Maryland, they have like
Waldorf.
Yeah. They have I think it's a watch, like a tropical storm watch.
Yeah.
Cause like by the time it gets up here, it would have like kind of lost its steam.
Yeah.
So it'll just but they always get the brunt of it because they're near water.
Yeah.
So everything will come in.
In the direction that it's going in, like it's kind of spinning outward.
Yes. So when it spins out, it's pushing some water in.
Yeah, so we won't get the eye of it. We get the outer bound of it.
Right? Yeah. Like the very wisp of the
Because what? Like the last hurricane I remember in Maryland or Baltimore was like Hurricane Floyd. That was like the last big hurricane I remember.
Yeah.
That was like, what, in 2003, 2004, give or take ish. But I don't know, that's crazy, shout out to the Bahamas, for those that are staying strong within this timely manner.
Yeah, and also the Amazon. A lot of people didn't talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
But the Amazon.
I posted a few things about the Amazon. I didn't know too much about it, but I still posted it.
And they kept a lot of it under wraps. And I seen an article, and I wish I screenshotted it, but it was something about locals. They had just passed a law.
Yeah, they passed a law.
Yeah.
And from what I was seeing, like the fire was set.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what one lady with the little thing through her nose was saying.
Yeah.
In their language. Set.
It was set. They did. I feel like it was government, of course.
Yeah.
But what is the gain out of that to set that? Like, don't we need, as like a worldly matter, don't we need the Amazon?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, we do.
Oxygen.
And I think, I'm not sure, like, if it was, I'm going to have to look it up, but I'm like, is this for, like, I guess, like, medicinal purposes? Like, meaning, because, like, a lot of, like, a lot of the natural herbs and stuff come from there.
Yeah.
So it's like, even though, like we need that, to purify the oxygen, for the entire world, like it helps. I'm wondering, like, okay, so did they find something out, or like were they trying to hide something? Because I don't understand, like, why?
Yeah, the Amazon.
It was a motive.
Yeah.
And
they needed like some of those Sentinelese people over there, like.
And I still haven't heard any updates. Like,
yeah, just kind of like
it just kind of got swept under the rug.
Yeah, because once I don't even know, did they get his body back?
Who?
It was a body.
What are you talking about?
The Sentinelese. Remember the guy?
Oh yeah, we talking about something different. Yeah, I don't think it ain't gonna get his body back. No, remember, no government is touching that. It was permitted to that, but
wow,
that's another podcast we gotta talk about. But the Amazon, it was like, yo, the fire set, and then we on to something different.
Yeah, then
but I think it's just like a Jedi mind trick. Like they always do that.
Yeah.
So because I can't remember like it was the guy, Epstein.
What are you talking about?
The guy, the one that they were investigating for, like, having that private island with, like, underage minors so he could have sex with them. Like, so he ended up dying or, like, killing himself. But
the guy,
the one that be like cooking, like he'd eat with different people around the world.
No, that's Anthony.
Okay.
Anthony Bourdain.
Okay,
Bourdain.
I was like, what?
But he was arrested in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but I think it was because a lot of stuff is going to come out like from
He killed himself.
that. Because he was going to court, like they had so much evidence against him, and then like now they have all these people that were tied to him,
Mm-hmm.
and then now you don't hear anything but Dorian and
The
the
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Kind of covered that up. So, and I think that's just like another government tactic. They distract you with one big event.
Hey, let's go burn the Amazon. Like what?
Yeah.
Like
They distract you with one event from another one. So, shout out to those areas that are in critical conditions right now. We definitely need a covering over these areas because it's treacherous right now.
Yeah, it sucks. And I do feel bad for the, would you call them Amazonians?
Amazonians, yeah.
Just like Amazon, the company?
Oh my god. Or
No,
where
Amazon, the company, like the Amazon jungle.
Yes.
Remember that video? You ever see a video on what is that? On Facebook or Instagram? And it's like two men dancing. And it's like, I'm from Indiana. I'm from Indiana.
Indiana.
But I'm from Indianimal. That's what they call it in Indiana.
No.
It's a dance.
I have no idea.
It's the Indianimal dance.
However, on a lighter note,
That sucks,
it is
though.
now September and kids are back to school.
Yes. Like, it sucks, I guess, kind of like for me being out and
You're
being
old.
an adult. Yeah, I am old. But
You're
like
old.
being in the regular civilian community dealing with like traffic and stuff.
Oh God,
Oh,
it has
yeah.
gotten terrible.
Like, I never,
Can't
like, because you
stand
could be on base, like, I'm going to go to work and it's only like 2 minutes away.
No,
But like,
it's rough out here.
I
Yes.
never knew
I almost
this.
hit a kid. It's like I'm kidding.
I never knew how bad it was. Like,
And you
once school
can't
started.
go around the school bus. I almost got
Yeah,
in
you
trouble for
can't.
that.
Like, can't?
No, it has a
No.
little stop sign out.
What if the bus stop and they don't got the sign out yet? Or what if it's projecting out and you
See,
go?
there you go. No, that could be held up in a court of law.
Right.
No, because
Like,
some little kid walking this way across the street.
it's not
Yeah.
fully projected out.
No.
Like, I can't.
But
if
you
it's-
supposed to be behind the school bus until they wave you.
How do they wave me?
Put their hands out the window and tell you to go around.
Right.
Okay.
They'll tell you to go around.
I
Like
will
if
hold
they,
up traffic until I'm like, I ain't see no hand out.
yeah, people know. That's why I leave early now.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm like,
You'll be
no.
sitting.
Yep.
But yeah, first day of school was like, like I was kind of reminiscing about my first days of school
Oh,
in the early 90s.
sheesh.
95.
Yeah.
Ooh, she putting you out there.
95, wearing turtlenecks and lugs.
Oh
with
man.
suspenders.
With suspenders?
Yeah,
Khaki
like
pants on too.
probably
Corduroy.
Yeah. Corduroys and
We
hush
all had
puppies.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shout out to Winfield Elementary School on that one.
Hey man.
And then they went to uniforms when
Who?
you graduated.
Oh.
What's that? Who?
Crazy
that?
part is it was like my whole like school career was always like, oh, y'all gonna go to uniforms, y'all gonna go to uniforms. And it always happened by the time I left.
That happened to me too.
So elementary, we gonna go to uniforms, we gonna go to uniforms after I leave. Uniforms.
Yeah,
Old
because
Court.
Trey, he wore uniforms.
Yeah. Old Court Middle School. Yeah, Old Court Middle School. Y'all gonna wear uniforms. I remember my mother get me a Old Court Middle School shirt just
Aw.
in case.
I'm like, this would help if they really decide.
Nothing you know didn't happen to the year after.
That happened with me. Oh my goodness, I was so rebellious against uniform because I had been in the same school from pre-K to middle school.
Damn, you went to a Catholic school?
No. So it was pre-K and then it went up to like 4th or 5th grade, right before you hit middle school. So I was like, okay, finally, I'm gonna get out of here. I've been in the school my whole life. The next thing you know, boom, they added middle school. So I was stuck. My mom was like, oh, I'm gonna just
What
keep
is
you in
middle
this
school? Because it's like,
It's
at-
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
yeah.
Yeah, so I was there from pre-K to 5th grade.
Okay, elementary.
I had no uniforms.
Yeah.
Then they implemented this whole uniform thing. So I was so rebellious against it. I would like get to school, change my clothes. I would get in trouble. And it was right around like, you know, Christmas time and stuff. So I got like all these new clothes I want to show off.
Yeah.
I was come up with the dumbest excuses. I was getting caught. What happened to you again? Oh, I spilled something. Oh, and you just randomly had clothes available. I would get in trouble for the dumbest stuff. I hated uniforms. I hated it. You can't silence my personality.
Yeah, you can't put a Virgo in a box.
Absolutely.
What was your what grade did you think you had the most fireest first day of school outfit?
Man, every day. It's like I don't know. I want to have to say my 7th, 8th grade.
That's
yeah.
what I was about to say.
Yeah.
My 7th grade. So I had some acid wash jeans. They was acid wash and two-tone. So they was like regular jeans in the back, and then the front was
we talking about the 80s
wash.
right now.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, like I was just like so pressed to wear like these jeans. And then like when you start seeing that like everybody wear, I'm like, yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm over
so
it.
So then I'm like, let me find something else. But yeah, like 7th grade, because my mom, she knew this lady that sold clothes. So I was the one like with the like the cartoon like airbrush.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I
it'd be
remember
like
those.
Go-Go Mickey. Well, y'all don't know what Go-Go is, but well maybe you do.
Like DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling, rolling. Sexy
Shout out
lady.
to Essence.
Give me your number, girl.
Cut it out.
But yeah, so like I always had like
Saturday.
the t-shirts or the sweatshirts with like the black Popeye and Olive Oil, the black Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Represent black. I think how you say that word?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent.
But yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, like 7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was like the bomb. And then we used to wear like dumb stuff. Like Flavor Flav, he used to wear like yeah. So I was like, Mom, please. She was like, I'm not getting you that. And I'm like, please, I want. But then people start wearing like stopwatches. Like, and
you don't even get up on time. You want me to get you a clock around your neck? Sound like the black mother
right.
Come back.
But everybody wore like the different color stopwatches.
Oh, wow.
And swatch watches. And then you could like exchange the band, so like it looked like you got 20
something like that.
20 of those watches.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it was.
They had some trends. So what trends did you see then that are coming back?
Or that came back in the 90s or the early 2000s? Because I don't know.
Maybe not now.
Yeah, so like the high top fade, the lines and all that other stuff in people's hair. I'm trying to.
I was famous for parts in like 93 to 98.
Yeah, but like Podgy used to wear that.
Yeah.
Like when he was, I'm like, when you go to the barbershop, tell him to put 2 lines in your hair. And he was like, okay. Like he did everything I said. But yeah, like the high top fade, like a lot of the hairstyles.
Yeah.
Or variations of the hairstyles are coming back.
So not so much clothes, but more hairstyles.
I'm trying to like, so it seemed like now people just wear like whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
it wasn't.
It's not a regional thing anymore.
No, because Fashion Nova shipped to everybody.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
I mean, it could be 3
it's
months
shout out
late,
to
but you
them.
still get it.
Yeah. So it's. So you can't really, like, I know when I used to go to North Carolina for the summer, like, people will always be like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Or like shoes, because I've always been like like a tennis shoe type person. So I can't think of anything that like is coming like clothes wise.
Yeah.
Because like for like when I was in school, it was like all the black people dressed the same. Like it wasn't like black people that were goth or like everybody dressed the same.
Yeah.
And then if you wasn't, you was a Bama. So like you ain't want to be called a Bama. So like everybody.
Damn, that's crazy. What we call a Bama? What's
you
it
say
called?
you look country.
A clown.
Yeah, a clown. So it's like it's crazy. He's like, well, you a Bama.
Yeah.
But now he's like, you're a clown. Or like back then, it was like, oh, I'm taking this to the bank. And it's like now we like big facts.
Big
Yeah.
What is it? No cat.
Yeah, no cap or whatnot. I remember, I think I was going to the 6th or the 7th grade. That's when like capris were out for men.
Wow, no, like the gauchos, them things.
What the fuck is
The
that?
longer ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
with the
they remind you
strings?
of like bell bottoms.
I guess. I don't know. I just call them capris with the baseball socks.
Oh my god, and the
Yeah.
Air Forces and the big T-shirt.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Up
we
in
know.
my right tee.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I had this Muhammad Ali shirt.
You remember that? That must have been your favorite shirt.
Yeah, it was. 'Cause that's when I was like, that's when FUBU was popping too.
For us, by us.
Yeah. I represented the black culture early.
Hey.
I thought I was going to the 7th or 6th. And got some Air Forces, and then like a week prior before school, like we went out. We was trying to go out somewhere, and my mother brought me some Air Force. I tried to wear them like a week early.
You
She
tried
like,
to be slick.
No.
no. I was like, no.
Take 'em
I wanna
off.
wear 'em.
You tried to be slick.
Yeah, but oh no, it's crazy. Kind of seeing fashion now because it's like sometimes I see people just wear basketball shorts to school, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was one of the things. Like I remember when it was like the first day of school. Trey was going to Franklin High, and it was a guy in there. He looked like he had on shoes that probably like people would cut grass in.
Yeah.
And like jeans, like a white t-shirt and like a flannel, or it was like a flannel print shirt, but probably not as heavy. And when I looked at him, I was like, Dad, his mother ain't get him no school clothes. But then like when I left out, like he was driving like the Lexus truck.
See? See?
And I was like, his college probably already paid for.
Yeah.
Cause he was a senior out, cause I was ear hustling, and he was like, I just need to get my class for the day. And they was like, oh, you only got 2 classes, but it doesn't start until blah blah blah. It's like you can go to homeroom check-in and
Do your thing.
It was like, but you gotta come back. He was like, okay. So when I left out, I'm like, dang.
He probably smart as a whip.
Yeah.
So,
But I think that sometimes, like, it just depends on, like, if that's your thing.
Yeah.
Like, we all, like, I was thinking, like, especially for y'all, like, okay, well,
Oshkosh.
y'all grow, so I gotta make sure that, like, you have, like, new clothes to start the school year off.
Car Kanan.
Right. But, I mean, that wasn't a thing for him. He was like, I don't.
So I guess my question is to pose, maybe, I don't know if it's a cultural thing or just maybe a society thing. Why do we come to school fresh to death in a sense,
I feel
like first week of school, we gotta come fresh to death.
I honestly think that's a cultural thing.
Is it cultural within the community, or is this a cultural? Well, I mean, cultural in the African American community, or what?
I think so, because, like.
But why? Why do we?
And I feel like you potentially set your child up for that mindset because.
Like,
that's what
get some new school clothes?
Right, that's what they're going to be conditioned to. You have to go and prep them for their education, not prep them for a fashion show.
Yeah, but why? But I'm saying, why did we do that though?
I think it's
I
probably
don't have no
just,
kids. I don't
Yeah, me either. So
I think
it's a question to be posed.
Yeah.
Nah.
for me, it's like, okay, well, I can get them, like a couple of new outfits to, like start the school year. But if you really think about it, like the 4th week of school, everybody gonna revert back to like mixing in,
mixing it old and new.
Yeah.
So it's like you want them, I guess, like for me, like I just wanted y'all to have new clothes, one, because y'all needed it.
Yeah.
And like you can mix and match, so you can have like a new pair of jeans, and then like maybe like a shirt that you brought like maybe like earlier in the year.
Yeah.
For Easter or spring or whatever. So like you can weave that in, but I think it's probably just buying new stuff for the season, but then the season is
around
school
time. Yeah,
right?
that makes sense.
Got it.
Because like for spring and summer, like, so we got clothes.
You get one pair of Timbs and a pair of Air Force.
Right, and it's like, why do y'all do that? But the thing, so like for us, and I'll just say, like when me and Paji were growing up, it was okay. We got clothes for Christmas. Then we got clothes for like spring and summer, and then like a couple more like for the summer, because like we were probably going away like for the summer. So it was just seasonal. So it's like, okay, well, I need to go get them some more, like shorts and stuff.
Yeah.
So you rack up on that, and then some of them you kind of hold because you know that, okay, the first couple of days of school, either it's going to be a half day or it's going to be warm, so you can wear like new clothes, but they're still shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got it.
Do you think confidence has anything to do with it? Like people dress their kids. You know how they say when you feel good, when you look good, you feel good.
Yeah, so first day of school.
Yeah, you
meeting
look
new
good.
people, meeting new teachers, learning.
I think like, cause it could be, but then like when you like really think about it, like when your kids are in elementary school, they don't care.
They don't care, right?
They gonna be sliding on their knees regardless.
Exactly.
Right. Or take off your school clothes when you get in the house.
Yeah.
And I think like by the time you get to like middle school and like high school, like it is like a show, because then you see girls with their hair done, you see the nails, but then October y'all looking
coming in flip flops and stuff.
Oh, like goddamn new growth.
Right.
I think middle school was like the worst for me, because like I did a whole growth spurt.
Yeah.
In middle school. So I remember one time, like, I ain't go to school one day because I was like, I don't got nothing to wear.
But yeah, like it is. I think like once they start getting older, and then you have kids that have like older siblings, so
them pass me downs.
Yeah, so then it's like, okay, well, my sister got this, so like I want this, or they wear their older siblings' clothes to school. They see how people react to it, and then it's like, okay, I want this, and you start becoming more aware of like what you want.
Yeah.
Versus your mother picking out stuff for you, holding it up to you, like, do you think this can fit? Go try it on in the dressing room. It's like, no, I only want blah, blah, blah.
Patapsco Flea Market, baby.
Don't sleep on it.
Hey, well, back then, I don't know about now.
Yeah.
Any more topics we gotta touch?
So, pretty much just to touch on lightly our next episode. We will be discussing the awarenesses of this month. So September is Suicide Awareness and Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month.
Oh yeah, so suicide awareness, it's a very both of the awarenesses. So I can't lie, trouble speaking right now, so I don't really know too much about ovarian cancer, but for the people that have been following the podcast or just know me personally, is just, me just, using my privilege as a male to, how can I put this? Using my privilege as a male to shine light on
and bring awareness.
Bring awareness on, things I don't know about, or things that people don't know about. Like,
and that's good. That's good.
So it's just like, it's unpredictable thoughts. So you never know what I'm gonna be like, yo. Hey, we gonna touch on this like a lot. I didn't know about lupus. Come to find out, a couple people in my family had lupus.
See?
Like, so I'm glad to shed light on that. Donate to the culture. Ovarian cancer. I don't know nothing about it, but hopefully, how can I put this without sounding
insensitive?
I'm gonna just say it.
Just say
hopefully, I can find somebody that dealt with it.
Okay.
Dealt with it in that manner. Bring it to light. Shed it to light, because with them sharing their story and their trials and tribulations, they're able to bring confidence to somebody else.
Right.
That's it. That's all I want to do. I'm not trying to belittle nobody. All I'm trying to do is share awareness and enlighten me, enlighten the world.
Now, to the listeners and to the followers, I do not personally have ovarian cancer, but I do have some, I don't want to call it a disease or illness that is related to ovarian cancer.
Okay,
so
this is new to me. It's very new to me.
I ain't gonna talk about it too much tonight, but we'll definitely talk about it next episode. And just sharing my experience, my testimony, and what I've dealt with as a woman.
This is new to me, so I don't know. So so is that, and then suicide awareness. Suicide awareness really touches a lot to me, just because just being in the military alone, I could pretty much count for the 9 to 10 years being in the service myself alone. Every year that I've been in, I've known somebody or known of somebody that committed suicide within the military service itself. That I know about, I'm pretty sure, probably more. But so we will be having a counselor come on and talk about that. Also, for the awarenesses for the month, we will be doing pins. So if you follow I think I did breast cancer.
You did.
Yeah.
Last year.
Oh, I be forgetting.
Oh my God.
And it's not like, I guess, like for me being authentic, like when you just do things, you don't be like, oh, well.
Keeping track.
Yeah. You don't keep track for things. It ain't a tit for tat for me. It's just like, I did it. All right. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So it's like, so for the month of September, we will be doing pins. I just ordered them yesterday. It'll be here Friday on the 6th. So if you do order any merchandise from the Unpredictable Thoughts website, you will be getting a pin. I probably got to put on the website to specify which pin you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will be giving back to the community. So, a portion to go to the suicide awareness, and then another portion will be going to the ovarian cancer portion. I do apologize to that. So yeah, let's do that. We're gonna spread awareness. We're gonna do posts and all that good stuff. Spread knowledge, awareness.
And, shedding light. And, encouraging people to go see your doctors.
Yes, you have to.
That's what you got?
Yeah, for suicide and ovarian.
Yeah. Okay, I know which one you're going with.
No, both. Like, if you feeling some type of way, go see a therapist.
Oh, yeah.
Black people need to see therapists. It's not a white people thing.
It's not. So I just had this conversation. I know we trying to end out. So, I understand within the black community, it's maybe shunned against.
Frowned upon.
Yeah, frowned upon to do. But the core being is we need more black representation in the therapy community.
Facts.
That's why you see one without another, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But sometimes, you have to actually seek that. Like you have to.
But people are seeking it. I mean, I work in it myself. People are seeking it, but
no, I'm saying you have to. If that's what you want, like there are black therapists.
There are, but the abundance is not abundant. Yeah,
it's not
the same.
It's not quantity. It's quality.
Yeah, I understand. So with me being in the community of mental health, it's like, okay, mind you, I come across a lot of us being in there, or I come across on the phone, and I do get asked. And I have to always say, unfortunately, no, we do not have any within our facility.
Yeah.
And it's the representation isn't there. Because mind you, yeah, we can seek a lot of things within our community, but mind you, they have a caseload too. So as far as the therapist, they go like, man, I gotta close my caseload because they're humans. They have a mental as well. So I think yes, we want people to seek it, but also we need to have people that's pursuing it as well.
Right.
Ooh. Understood. So so for all my masters and doctorates, psychologists and therapists, hey, get into that realm. If you can, hit me up. I kind of got that network that I'm establishing within the psychology field. I'm just more of the business side, but I can kind of help you out in a little bit, but yeah, seek that help. So yeah, but like Maiya, the designer agent, said, we are doing 2 awarenesses this month. So yeah,
stay on the lookout.
Yeah, we doing the damn thing. So thank you for listening to Unpredictable Thoughts Podcast. Your boy Trouble's in the building.
We got Maiya, the designing agent,
and Momdukes.
Peace out.
All right, peace.